situation.
No, I've never been in this situation, but I met 3 presidents. I met George Bush Sr. shook his hand, Bush Jr., and Bill Clinton.
Did you wash your hands after you shook Clinton's hand?
No, I did not. No, I did not. That's funny.
What I wanted to ask earlier real quick was to the point of usership on this app. I mean, I don't know. I think Dismal Victoria was done, but when you like, so for the folks that everybody here interacts with off the app in air quotes, real life, on the average, when you ask them, even during the pandemic, when they had the captive audience, when they were peaking, if you've asked, hey, I was on this app Clubhouse, pandemic stuff and all that stuff and political stuff, and it's, you try to describe what the app is. What would you say on the average, 1 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 8 out of 10 of your friends or coworkers or people you just talked to actually even heard of the app, let alone used it?
0 out of 10.
Exactly.
I'd love to hear more from Dismal about the toxic masculinity that killed this app. Victoria, can you tell us about the toxic masculinity that killed this app? Is that possible?
I think it's like you're not bringing on new people, obviously. Like,
who's you? Who's you?
The male voices in this room. You're the definition of toxic masculinity.
So let me ask you a question. Hold on. If I want to ask you a question. If we had 25 people in the room, they've never been on Clubhouse, who do you think they're going to listen to before you or me? They're definitely not going to listen to you and your batshit crazy theories and you being in the Situation Room 3 times. But I'll open the room and I'll get 25 of those people to come in. So I guess masculinity is not that toxic. Maybe just to you.
Sorry, me being in the Situation Room 3 times, I didn't say that. I've been in the Situation Room many times. What are you trying to prove?
I don't have to prove anything. Every time you speak, you prove it yourself.
What were you working for the federal government? What was your role?
This is like the problem that I literally highlighted, and you're proving it. It's so brilliant. I don't even have to share anything more.
I'm just asking what your
Victoria, I think it's fair to be critical of the way people may or may not behave on a stage. That's absolutely true, and I would never take that away from you. And I think that even on the stage right now, we could both probably point to the same things and be critical of them, but I don't know if you can attribute that behavior specifically to them being male, even if it was males. So I don't think that you are proving your claim about toxic masculinity by using the current station as an example. I'm not saying that you couldn't. I think it's more embarrassing to make the claim in the first place. So I definitely don't think that just because the man doesn't think you don't
I'm not going to highlight the
Victoria, I'm not sure. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you can never let people finish, specifically me. You're going to let me finish, but I want to give you the opportunity to actually defend your statement if you want to, because I don't think it's a good reply to say that this stage is proving you true.
So I used to host rooms and discussions, and the reason that I stopped is because there were a lot of these toxic male characters that showed up. So if we're looking at why did this app decline, I think it's because there wasn't proper or appropriate gatekeeping. So we ended up with a bunch of trolls, and trolls unfortunately are not obviously not going to attract more people to the app. Nobody wants to be on here anymore.
Yeah, a lot of people have said this about trolls. I don't think trolls are inherently male. That I would just quibble with you attributing this to men somehow, unless you're trying to say that some kind of internalized toxic masculinity is exhibited by trolls regardless.